What's up, YouTube? Tony coming back at you with another video from the Mississippi Pickers. So welcome back to the vlog. I swear every time I make a video, I look older to me than I did on the previous video. I swear I always look a little older, and I know I've got long hair. I'm not going to the barber shop right now because of the COVID, and I don't know if you aren't subscribed to or not subscribed, but if you aren't a member of our Facebook page, and you probably don't know, me and Deidre both came down with COVID-19, and that's why I probably look a little skinnier in the face than I previously did. I lost, I think, about 15 pounds during our little ordeal with COVID-19. I have gained some of that weight back, but it was pretty tough. We had mild symptoms, both of us, and I think a lot of it was because of the stuff that we were taking. We were taking certain vitamins, and I've shared that stuff with you guys on the video that I previously put up about, elderberry and all that stuff. Well, we really didn't have that hard a time with it, other than the nausea. The nausea was the worst. And that kept me from eating, which I guess in a way was kind of a good thing because I lost a lot of weight that I needed to lose. Not the best way to lose weight, though, I will say that. But yeah, I know, and it's been a while since I put a video up, and I have had other things going on. Our car about died on us. We had to buy another car, and I'll put up another video a little later, and I'll show you what I bought. Nothing new, just another new to us used car. It's a 2007 Dodge Caliber. I'd never even heard of a Dodge Caliber, but it was just something that was available, that we could get, that we could afford, and wasn't going to take a long time to pay off. So we'll have 12 payments on this car. I think it's like $325 a month for 12 months, and then it'll be paid for. So not too bad. I mean, I didn't really want to buy another car, but when your other one is going out, and it's going out, and you need a car, you have to do something. So we bought a car. Not the best time to buy a car, but when is a good time to buy a car? We were kind of hoping that we would get that money from the other stimulus check, so that it wouldn't be such a bite, out of our monthly money. But that didn't happen, so we had to kind of struggle with juggling our income for the month to make the down payment and the first monthly payment, which I haven't made the first monthly payment yet. I just had to make the down payment, which it wasn't that bad. We only put $600 down. So, and the dealer is a relative of mine that I bought it from, so he helped us out. So probably not many people would get that kind of deal. I'm sure that nobody else would get that kind of deal from him. There are other dealerships that make those kind of deals every day. Not where I live, not in this town. There's nobody making deals like that. You have to travel a little bit to get a deal like that. And overall, I'm very happy. The vehicle that we had was a Dodge also, but it had major problems with it. And it was a gas hog. It was getting 8 miles to the gallon. And we were putting like $150 a month worth of gas in that car. Just running around town, basically. And it was, yeah, it was incredibly expensive to run that thing. And it was just a temporary car when we bought it. I mean, we bought that car for, I think it was $1,800. And it was just because we needed something right then, because the other vehicles that we had, they had already died, and we had to have something. So those cars are gone. We're down to the two cars now. We've got the, that's a minivan. And I'm trying to think, oh, a Dodge, I can't think of what it's called. It's a long minivan. I want to say Caravan, but I don't think that's right. Grand something. I don't know. I'm not a car guy. Can't tell. I don't know much about cars. I know you put gas in them and they run. Other than that, I don't know much about them. I do check the oil, and make sure that the engine light, is not on, stuff like that. But as far as, being a car guy and knowing all about cars, that's not me. So I do the best I can with vehicles. When something goes wrong with them, I'm not the person to fix it. I have to take it to somebody that knows something about cars, because that's not me. We did manage to go and get some merchandise after we got over COVID-19. I think I kind of brushed over that, but we had COVID-19 and it lasted for, I think it was 6 to 8 days of it. We really didn't have it wasn't a bad time with it. I think the nausea lasted maybe 8 days. Started off, we had a fever. That was the first symptom. It was just a fever. It didn't feel terrible. Just had a fever. It just came up all of a sudden. Mine was 102. And I think Deidre's was 101. Yeah. And to start with, we had 2 days of fever, and that was it. We were taking Tylenol, and the fever wasn't coming down. And because of my my arthritis medication, it's Mobic. And because of that medication, I couldn't take ibuprofen, but Deidre could. So she took some ibuprofen, and that seemed to help a little bit. But the thing that got our fever down was we had some pints of ice cream in the freezer. So when Deidre got it first, and she had it 2 days before I did, and I gave her a pint of ice cream, and it killed that fever almost immediately. It brought her core temperature down to normal within an hour. So ice cream therapy. Anyway, yeah, and then after the fever lasted 2 days for both of us. But fortunately, she got it first, and I was able to kind of help her through the fever. And then when I got it, she was able to kind of help me through the fever, because we didn't have the fever at the same time. I never really had too bad a problem with that. I never experienced any kind of breathing problem, and neither did she. And if you're wondering how we know that we had COVID-19, we went to the doctor, and because I thought she just had a cold. When she first got the fever, I thought she just had a cold, just like a normal cold. But, on the side of caution, we went to the doctor's office and got tested, and it came back positive for COVID-19. So anyway, I'm losing track. I mean, it doesn't take much for me to lose track. But yeah, we had the fever first, and I'm trying to think of what came next. I think that's when the nausea started, or was right after that. Oh, headache, terrible headache, like a sinus headache. It was awful. It was like a headache that just would not go away. But we had that, and that the headache lasted for about 2 days. Yeah, and that came right after the fever. And then the nausea started. And as far as I can remember, that's the last thing that we had was the nausea. The nausea lasted the longest. It was like 4 days, 4 or 5 days of nausea. You know, and it was just horrible. Yeah. So that was our experience. Yeah, I think it was 4 days of nausea. We had 2 days of fever. We had 2 days of headache, and then during the headache time, we had 4 days of nausea. And then I think it was the total of that, and I think it was like 6 days total. And then after the 6 days, you know, it was still occasional nausea, but it wasn't as bad. It was, you could tell it was improving, but neither one of us ever had any kind of breathing problems. So thank you, God, you know, for that. And I give all the thanks to the good Lord up in heaven for taking care of both of us. But if you want to know, you know, what we were taking before all this came upon us, like I said, I think God took care of us. But if you want to know the medications that we were on before that were kind of helping us build up our immune system, we were taking Airborne Gummies, the elderberry gummies. They had 300 milligrams of elderberry in them. It's the highest amount of elderberry in any of the gummies that are out that I know of. And we were taking, previously we had been taking 15 milligrams of zinc citrate. And I think once we got it, the doctor recommended that we go to 50 milligrams twice a day. So we did that, of zinc. And we took quercetin. Now, we weren't taking this before we got sick, but the doctor recommended that we take quercetin. It was 500 milligrams, excuse me, 500 milligrams of quercetin, and we took that twice a day with the zinc. And we're taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. We're taking that one time a day. And we continued taking that, you know, while we had COVID. Before we had COVID, we were already taking it, you know. So a lot of this stuff had already built up in our system. Some of the stuff that he was telling us to take, we were already taking for most part. Trying to think of the other things that we were taking. Vitamin D3. Before we got COVID, we were taking 2,000 IU, or I think it's 50 milligrams, 50 micrograms of vitamin D3. You can look at it as 50 micrograms or 2,000 IU, international units. So it's on the bottle, you'll see it. But that's what we were taking before we caught COVID, and we've been taking that for almost a year. And then after we caught COVID, the doctor told us to go to 6,000 milligram, or micrograms. Not micrograms, not milligrams, 6,000 IU of vitamin D3. Sorry. It's kind of hard to, the vitamin D3 is, the international unit thing is such a weird thing. But anyway, 6,000. So that was like, if you get the 2,000 IU pills, it was 3 of those. So we were taking 3 of those every day. We only took that one time a day. And something else we were taking. Oh, he gave us he told us to take a blood thinner. And that was Nattokinase. Nattokinase. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, it's a natural blood thinner. He said that you could also take like a baby aspirin, uh, but we decided to go ahead and get the Nattokinase, and we were taking that twice a day. And that was to prevent blood clots. I guess they'd been having a lot of people that caught COVID getting blood clots. So we took it. I mean, I didn't really think we needed it, but you know, might as well. The doctor recommended it, so we took it. Now, he told me I had to quit taking my arthritis medicine, obviously, because it would have affected, it would have clashed with that. So I had to get off the arthritis medicine for 2 days before I could even start the blood thinner. But anyway, it wasn't that bad. My arthritis actually did not give me that much trouble during the whole time that we were sick. So that was good. I think that was pretty much everything we were taking. Deidre was still taking the fish oil. I didn't take the fish oil while we were having, while we were down with COVID. I don't know. I just didn't take it. It was for your cholesterol, and I just didn't think it was necessary during that. But so yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much everything that we took. But, before we caught COVID, we were already taking the D3, we were already taking zinc, we were already taking the elderberry. Now, the doctor didn't recommend the elderberry. We were already taking that, we continued taking it. Because I think I've told you guys before, once we started taking the elderberry, we quit getting sick. So I know it does something. I don't know what it does, but it does something. We were taking fish oil, and I was trying to think if there was anything else. The vitamin D3, I think I've already said. But yeah, those are the things that and the vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. We were taking all that stuff before we ever caught COVID. And we'd been taking that stuff for a year. So it was built up in our system, and that may be why we just had mild symptoms. But, so yeah, if you haven't had it yet, you might want to consider taking that thing. And I'll give you the list in the description below of the, what we were taking before we had COVID and after we had COVID, and I'll give you all the amounts so that you can look that stuff up. But it may help somebody, I don't know. And it may have not had anything to do with, the COVID at all. Maybe COVID just attacks differently with different people. Maybe, like they said, most people have mild symptoms. Maybe we were just, fortunate and blessed that, we didn't. But, maybe the vitamins had something to do with it too. I don't know. I'm just telling you, what we did and how it affected us. That's really all I can do. If it had something to do with it, great. But I don't know. There's no way for us to prove one way or the other that it had anything to do with our outcome. We've had a lot of friends that got COVID-19 and they did not fare as well. They got really, really sick, but they weren't taking any of the stuff that we were taking. So maybe it has something to do with it. I don't know. Apparently we have immunity now for a certain amount of time. They don't know for exactly how long. They're saying we could be immune for 3 months, and it could be as long as 6 months, maybe longer. They just don't know. So they're telling us we should not get the shot yet, the vaccine. They're telling us not to do that yet. I'm not sure why, but he said that he wanted us to wait. This is our doctor. He's telling us he wanted us to wait at least 3 months before we considered taking the vaccine. I guess it may have, some adverse effects since we were already, infected. I don't know, but he told us not to take it for 3 months. So we're not going to do that. and I don't know if we're going to take it in 3 months. We haven't decided yet if we're going to take the vaccine or not. Maybe we should, but maybe we're already immune. I don't know. And we didn't get very sick from it the first time, so maybe we wouldn't get very sick from it another time, you know. Maybe we would have more problems with the vaccine than we did COVID-19. I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be more research before we really make an informed decision on it. So we're gonna just wait. We're gonna wait a little while, and we've got 3 months to wait because he doesn't want us to even have the vaccine right now. So hopefully within that time, you know, we'll have better information, and we'll be able to make a better decision about what we need to do personally. Anyway, that's pretty much what's been going on with us. We got sick with COVID-19. One of our friends, our co-workers at work, he messed around and went to the day shift. He didn't go to the day shift. He didn't come in when he was supposed to. We all work overnight. He came in way late one night, and he worked into the day shift. And obviously he came in contact with somebody in the day shift that had it. Now, the managers of the store had it, so he probably got it from one of them. Now, I'm not blaming him because he didn't know that he had it, but we obviously caught it from him because we were all out at the same time. As a matter of fact, there was 4 of us on the night crew that were all out at the same exact time with COVID-19. So, I mean, most of the people in the store that we work at have had it by now. I think there's very few people in our store that have not had it now. We've got like 60 people working in the store, and I think over 40 of them have had COVID-19 now. So there's not that many people left to get it. Anyway, we're fine. We're completely over it now. I had another little problem that came up after that. Nothing serious. I'm not even going to go into it, but I've been down because of another problem that I had, a less serious problem. But yeah, everything's fine now. And let me just make sure that I make that clear that everything is fine now. We don't have any problems. But I'm sorry that, you know, I haven't been putting up anything. And as far as how much more content that I'm going to put up on this channel, I don't know. I'm getting pretty old now, and I don't know that anybody would even want to watch this channel anymore because of the fact that, you know, just some old guy on here talking about eBay. And I think everybody would rather be watching somebody with younger, with more energy, that's, you know, out doing things and, you know, going out, you know, picking trash up on the side of the road, or, you know, going to a thrift store, all that kind of stuff, more exciting things, and just watching some old guy, you know, talk about eBay on, you know, in front of a white screen. But I have enjoyed making these videos, and I hope some of it that I've done has been helpful. As far as where the future goes from here, I don't know. Right now, I don't know. I don't know if this will be my last video or if I will continue to make videos. I just don't know, and I don't want to make a decision on it right now. But if I do decide to stop, you know, making videos completely, I will let you guys know. Before I do that, I did want to show you what I bought. Look at all these jeans. This is what we bought at our last little outing. I had some more stuff, but I've already listed some of it. tell you guys that I opened my store back up? I don't think I told you that. These are called Silver Tab. These are men's jeans. They're Silver Tab. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, Silver Tab. And these are carpenter jeans. We've always done well with those. If you come across Silver Tab jeans, grab them. These are semi-vintage Tommy Hilfigers. They've got the small logo on the back. The large logo does a lot better, but those are hard to find. People grab those. And we were just getting what we could. These are 777 jeans. Maybe I should put them around like this. 77. This is a pair of capris, and the reason I bought them was because of the design. Isn't that cool? Summer's coming up, and they're just really cool. I like them. Deidre asked me, she said, why are you getting those? I said, because they're cool. You know me, I'm going to buy cool stuff. Doesn't matter if it'll sell or not, it's cool. I like that stuff. Rock 47. Anytime you see Rock 47, grab it. Those are good jeans. These are another pair of capris. I think I'm a little close. Yeah, they're another pair of capris. So I got into the capri department. And this is another pair of capris. These are silver. Silver is a good brand to buy. They don't sell real fast, but they do sell. It's another pair of capris. This one, oh, these are Big Star. So if you can read that. Big Star. And I don't really see anything else, but they have cool pockets. They are flat pockets, which aren't that desirable, but they will sell. These are just regular jeans. They're not a big size, but I think those will sell. Usually get a pretty good price for Big Star jeans. What is this? I don't know. Earl. These are Earl jeans. You got a nice little whiskering. Pocket back in. There you go. Nice little whiskering at the top. Can you read that? They're Earl. If that little patch is faded out, you can't see it. If you look at the big button, you know, on the top, you can see it says Earl. So, something to look for. If you ever come across Earl jeans, grab them, because those are really good sellers and you get a good price for them. I don't know what the going price is today, but it's, I would say somewhere around the $20 mark. These aren't that great. It's Schmidt. They're work pants. The only reason I grabbed these, they were $2, and they are carpenter jeans. So I like carpenter jeans. They're men's. They're good work jeans, and I can probably get somewhere between $15 to $20 for those. Paid $2 for it, you know, good markup. Like I said, I had some other stuff, but I've already listed the other stuff, and I don't even remember what it was. It's been about 2 weeks. Oh, let me grab this real quick. It's kind of funny. I got a couple of these. Yeah, I had bought some of these in the past. These Geek Squad. There you go. Geek Squad. They're just cool little t-shirts. I have gotten something on this one. I don't know what it is. Anyway, got a large and an extra large in the Geek Squad. They sell, but you know, like right now, there's a lot of them on eBay. So I'm gonna have to wait until them other ones sell off before I can sell mine, because I don't want to give the ones I got away for nothing. And looks like what they're doing with the ones that are currently listed. So, and they may continue to saturate the market with those. I didn't think there was that many of them left, but apparently somebody found a bunch of them. Because there's a lot of them listed right now. That's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, we're fine. Everything's good. We've gone through a little bit here lately. You know, like I said, our car went down. We had a new car. We caught COVID-19. Then I had another medical problem. And it's just been one thing after another. And life's been going pretty fast here lately. So, things are good, though. We're enjoying ourselves right now. Things are kind of calm at the moment, so enjoy that calm when you can. That's what I say. Hope you guys are being blessed, and I hope you're having some great sales on eBay. And I'll see you next time. Maybe. Bye.